Sponsored by Novabell. Time now for your first championship action of the evening. FSC FIGHTSTAR Championship 20, now set for 5 rounds in the welterweight division. This is for the welterweight title. We introduce first the challenger in the blue corner. His record stands at 4 victories against 2 defeats, representing New Wave Academy, introducing Jonas Grace. Across the cage, the defending champion, undefeated at 6-0, representing Naja Team, introducing your defending welterweight champion, Sife-Allah Azahaf. When the championship action begins, your referee in charge, Sam Amidi.
FIGHTSTAR Championship welterweight title on the line here. Sife-Allah Azahaf in the red corner.
Take yourselves at all times to obey my commands all the time. When I say stop, you stop. Clear? Touch glass, let's do this.
And his opponent, Jonas Grace, in the blue corner. Jonas Grace from the New Wave Academy. Azahaf from the Naja team. Azahaf, the current champ. An interesting point here, Nick, is that Azahaf has a win over via split decision over Grace in a previous fight in 2018.
What I like was Jonas Grace using that reach and walking down Azahaf.
Grace has got some excellent BJJ skills, an intense focus as well that translates in the cage, a master of distance, and you'll see him use his long reach perfectly.
Azahaf's being smart with throwing those leg kicks because that's what he can reach, and he doesn't have to get inside and take punches. Oh, really nice punch there. What was nice is Jonas gave him the nod like, yeah, that hit me.
Because Jonas kind of stands a little bit upright, doesn't he? So that overhand right is kind of prime real estate to try and tag that head that's high up in the air of Grace.
But Jonas, in the past, you've seen him, he always does use his reach really, really well. He throws lots and lots of jabs, and he does a teep constantly that keeps people at the end of his long arms and long legs.
Azahaf, undefeated as an amateur. Great footwork, fast hands. He's doing a good job here of circling away from that long reach.
He's not getting backed up to the cage to where Jonas is able then to throw multiple combinations coming off it, and he's going to the body when he has the opportunity to come inside.
And I wonder if Azahaf's using these leg kicks as well to take the spring out of the footwork of Grace. Grace known for his great elusive footwork and his in and out motion. And those leg kicks are going to start to build up and damage that leg.
And what he's doing by going to the body. He knows he can reach the body and he's not going to take a lot of damage because he keeps his hands in a really good spot. He knows he's thrown about 8 or 9 punches now to the body.
Azahaf did a really good job so far of avoiding the grappling game, keeping this fight on the feet, but we've not seen a takedown to even a level change from Grace.
Very hard live kick landed by Azahaf. And it's really interesting to see is it's like Grace is chasing him, and then Azahaf is using that chase in order to throw body punches and those leg kicks.
It's interesting to see Grace keep this one on the feet because in their last fight, which Grace lost, Grace was able to get the mount ever so briefly, but he was a little bit rushed with the strikes and ended up allowing Azahaf to escape. And he had real success in their previous fight when he got to the top position on the ground. Oh, he's a big overhand right. Azahaf looking for a home.
With 15 seconds left, Grace needs to really work on throwing combination punches. At the very start of this round, he had success when he threw combinations. Now it's just one punch at a time, and I think that's what's allowing Azahaf to land more punches and those really hard leg kicks, because he doesn't have to worry about a counter coming back from it because of the way that Grace is currently moving.
We're interested to see now if Grace pulls the trigger on the ground game. He ate some really heavy leg kicks here, and he's unable to touch him definitively with the hands. And he does have a great grappling pedigree, does Grace. So let's see if he tries to take this one down to the ground.
I mean, it's going to be tough as well, though, because if you look at Azahaf's where his actual body position is, he's keeping his hips nice and low. It's almost like he knows that a takedown's going to come, And maybe that's why he's going to the body so much. So when Grace does change levels, it's not like an uppercut. He can throw an actual right cross or something like that and end up dropping him.
As you can see the handy work here on the replay from Azahaf, his ability to use the head movement as well as the blocks. It's so brilliant to see him go to the body as well.
And one of those things where you can say you know a fighter is undefeated, he knows where to keep his hands. His hands are always up. He's blocking punches as they come in. He's taken a bit of damage, but I think he would have took a lot more if he kept his hands low.
Second round, FIGHTSTAR Championship welterweight title on the line. Azahaf in the red and Grace in the blue. Oh, heavy leg kick from Azahaf.
And the entire side of Grace's leg is now bright red. It's going to start going purple.
Grace now starting to use those teeps. He's got to start to lift that leg to start checking these kicks.
But he's smart now because he's throwing those teeps, he's faking those teeps, but he's also throwing combination punches, and what that's doing is Azahaf's not able to then throw those leg kicks. I'm waiting to see if he actually switches stance because that leg's looking butchered.
Nice head work there from Azahaf, slipped off to his left side. Oh, heavy leg kick from Azahaf, again skips out of the range.
Again to the body. I really like Azahaf's strategy here is he's blocking a lot of the punches that come in. He's going low with the leg kicks. He's completely destroyed the side of Grace's leg, but he's just tearing it to the body every chance he gets.
Great, that's what Grace has got to do, is you've got to use fakes and fades to gauge the reaction from Azahaf and then come up with a plan. If he fakes the teep and the hand goes down to parry, go up to the head. You know, Grace now has to start to think about the technicalities of the game here, start to think about his game plan on the fly as the fight develops and look for those openings. He's got to create them as well, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's got the opportunities. He's thrown so many leg kicks. Go high with one. I mean, switch it up. See, even that teep going up the front, but if he was to come to the outside and actually throw that high kick, he might have a good chance of landing. Azahaf's hands are in a good spot, but he's gone to the well on that outside leg kick, and he's losing that battle.
Grace looking for the knee as Azahaf comes into the body.
And again with that low calf kick.
Oh, there's the level change here. Let's see if Grace can complete the takedown and get the top position. He had massive success mounting in their last fight. Let's see if he tries to walk up. He's looking for the side control. And a little bit of sweat on these two here makes it a little bit easier for Azahaf to escape.
And Azahaf was smart. He was throwing punches as he was in that double leg.
Ten seconds left here.
And with that round and this takedown, the fact that he's doing a bit of damage from the top, he's listening to his corner. I mean, a great round for Grace, but that leg, I'm sorry, he just walked right by me, and when I saw how bad that leg hurt, it hurts me to look at it.
You could argue here the case that Azahaf potentially might have stole the first and the second. Now they've got 5 rounds to work, so it could be a tactic here of Grace trying to tire Azahaf out. As we look at the replay here, Grace is bouncing on and he eats another leg kick.
And Grace has come back with his own, but Azahaf's landed in a larger volume and what appears to be a bit more damage that he's actually taken off.
Grace has turned on the kicks here. He's not landed as definitive. There was a couple of solid ones in that round, and there was the level change. This is what he needs more of.
And he was able to get in because he hadn't even feinted a shot at that point. Azahaf was more like, okay, this is going to be a striking battle. So he set it up really well. It'll be interesting to see how he can build on that in the third.
All right, second round of potential 5. Welterweight title on the line at FIGHTSTAR Championship 20. I'm Dean Midhat here with Nick Albert. Live from London. These two are duking out again. They met before 2018, where Azahaf came out on top via a split decision.
And again, it's Azahaf around the outside of the cage, whereas Grace is kind of in that center of the cage and walking him down.
Oh, punishing body shots here from Azahaf. Found a home for that left hook. If you're Gracehead, you want to turn the pressure up to disguise the takedown. What's the sort of things he's got to look for?
Well, you see, he's diving in on it because he's trying to just do it when Azahaf wouldn't be expecting it. But if he does finish this takedown, Azahaf with a real nice cow catcher to turn that over.
Azahaf now is going to back up.
I would as well, because as it is, Grace could probably up-kick him from halfway across the cage.
Azahaf got a warning there from grabbing the cage from the referee, Sam Hamidi. He's got to be careful about doing that again, otherwise he risks getting a point taken.
Nice tie plum with two knees that went straight up inside.
Azahaf punishing the body.
And what it is he sees this tall tree in front of him, and how do you chop down a tall tree? You got to start at the bottom. You can't work your way from the top.
Azahaf chopping away at that leg like a lumberjack, looking for the body shot as well. And he's still got that elusive footwork on the outside as well. He's skipping laterally and picking his time to come in. He's got to be careful about going south of the border there. Nice knee on the entry there from Grace. But again, he drops his hand when he does that, which exposes him to the overhand right. Now, this is a better smart play here for Grace. Use the knees close range so there's not an overhand right.
Exactly. He's got to get that plum. But it looks like he's going to try to change levels and get this takedown.
Deep breath there from Azahaf, wearing that knee well, and he's circling a lot more on the outside now. It says to me potentially that knee got through.
And again with another knee.
Oh, beautiful work. Grace did a good job of switching the knees back for more power.
10 seconds left, lands another knee. This has been a battle of who can beat up each other's body.
And now Grace has found the blueprint that works against Azahaf. Use the cage, use the knees, punish the body, close the distance. And it's so interesting to see, given that Grace has got the longer reach and he's the one having more success close range.
And I think one of the things is as well is when they're out at range, his body and his legs are getting destroyed. Azahaf's game plan's been really smart one. Let's go low and stay low. He threw 2 or 3 overhand rights, they landed, but he's went back to the body, which tells me that he keeps going to the body. He's waiting to see if those hands will come down, and then he can throw that overhand right again.
I say, go stream this, my guy.
As we get set for round 4 at the FIGHTSTAR Championship welterweight amateur title between Azahaf and Grace. Azahaf in the red corner, Grace in the blue. Touch your hands early on here. Let's see if Grace can close this distance. Had success up against the cage with those knees. Oh, spinning back fist here from Azahaf. Azahaf going to the body, but this time Grace is using that left hook.
But I'm liking the fact that he came out and instead of going to the body, he actually went up high to try to see if he could land something. So it looked like maybe what I had said his strategy was true. Let's go to the body, and then go high.
Grace's corner asking for him to push on, to go forward. And he does just that, initiates the clinch up against the cage.
And Azahaf's smart. He's got his hips underneath him. He's got that underhook. And using that footwork, we've seen it this entire fight. His footwork has kept him out of serious peril so far.
Azahaf now moving a little bit more laboured on the outside, and he's eating a few more shots down the pipe from Grace, including that teep.
But he goes right back to the body as soon as they do exchange. Azahaf with a deep breath. But he's now taking control of the center of the octagon. Gone is the footwork of him circling around. Now he's more looking like on the attack and going forward.
Great sprawl from Azahaf. Did a good job of pulling their head up and getting the separation. Heavy leg kick again from Azahaf. Jonas biting down on his mouthpiece there, looking for the right hand as he channels it again. Beautiful work, crowd respond. Azahaf forced to circle out of danger.
It'd be nice to see Grace go back to that jab, though. He had a lot of success with it in the first and second, and he's kind of walked away from it at this point.
Nice body work from Grace. Return right hand here from Azahaf. Oi, nice teep. Azahaf punishing those legs, relentless with those leg kicks.
Yeah, he goes with that low calf kick, and he's been very successful with it. And again, he goes with that spinning back fist, but I would like to see Azahaf start throwing some combinations on the inside, because when he gets inside, it's just knees straight up the pike. He's not able to return anything. Heading into the fifth and final round, I'm not gonna lie, I'm shocked that Grace is able to still stand on that leg. I can see it now, and if I was him, I'd be standing on it gingerly because it's starting to turn purple. Azahaf had a lot of deep breaths towards the end of that fourth round. So the body work that Grace has done, I'd almost say just because you beat up my body for 3 rounds, I'm gonna beat your body up for once, because he did go to the body multiple times in that fourth round and had a lot of success with it.
Fifth and final round of the FIGHTSTAR Championship Welterweight Amateur title. Azahaf and Grace duked it out here to the 5th round. And this one a difficult one to score. Azahaf definitely was more active in the first and second round. And Grace now put the pressure on center cage.
And again, Azahaf goes back to that body.
Corner of Grace asking him to throw more combos here, Nick.
He led that last combination with a jab. I'd love to see him go jab, right cross, outside leg kick, or even go high with a leg kick.
Azahaf with a nice high guard when he's in danger. Beautiful slip off to the side, looking for the leg kick again. Nice body shot from Azahaf. Grace having a difficult time in closing the distance here. Using long technique so far.
Yeah, and Azahaf seems to have gotten maybe a second win, because he's coming out now. He's throwing more combinations. His footwork's back on track to where he's able to get out of the way when Grace is coming in.
But he's got just over 1 minute and 40 seconds left here in the 5th round with this welterweight title fight here in the amateur division of FIGHTSTAR Championship. Jonas looking for the right hand. Again, might look to use the cage to his advantage, but Azahaf did a good job of circling out of danger.
Oh, there's the combination that his corner's been calling for.
Grace looking for the plum clinch here to sink those knees into the midsection. But credit to Azahaf, he does a good job of separating and then going back to that footwork. Beautiful leg kicks from Azahaf. Look at them sinking into the calf area of Grace.
Azahaf now starting to headhunt a bit. Be interested to see if he goes body, body, head.
Azahaf in these exchanges looking to go upstairs and downstairs. He's got great guard as well when he's in that close to mid-range, and he's still sinking those leg kicks in. Grace is going to have a tough time walking tomorrow.
I don't know how he's walking now. Oh, big
Coming up to the last
right.
10 seconds here.
Really nice fight. As Grace walks by, I'm just shocked that he lasted 5 rounds on that leg. It is purple and red and all kinds of colors. Azahaf did a great job of going to the body throughout that fight. It was really interesting to see. It looked like he was baiting him in, trying to say body, body, head. And let's go back to again with that leg kick. And then twice to the body.
See the replay here when Azahaf went to the head. Did a great job of hunting the body here, which you don't see that often close range in mixed martial arts. He did a great job of closing the distance and exposing that overhand right as well.
And that's just it. It's so underutilized that people don't train getting hit in anywhere in the body for the most part. Everybody knows block your face because you don't want to get hit in the face. But you can tear somebody apart going to them body shots. And Azahaf proved it through most of the entire 5 rounds of just peppering up Grace's body along with those leg kicks down low.
We would go to the judges' scorecards here to crown the champion of the FIGHTSTAR Championship Welterweight Amateur title. We'll hand it over to our IMC, Mr. Buddy Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause for our championship contestants. Come on. 5 rounds of action, and we go to your judges for the decision. With 2 judges seen the bout one way against our final judge, declaring this bout a split decision bout to your winner and new welterweight champion, Jonas Grace.
There we have it, the tables have turned, went in favor of Grace. Considering their last outing went in favor of Azahaf, what a great job of weathering those leg kicks, and then also using the long range attacks, close range attacks as well. An interesting fight, a difficult one for me to score.
Yeah, it was difficult for me to score as well, but it sets up a really great trilogy fight.